Hello, and welcome back to this channel. With spring just happening in a few weeks, I'm very excited to start planting a lot of stuff. Now obviously, if you guys have seen the channel for the last few days, I've been already starting to germinate a lot of plants, and that is going very well so far. But so far, a lot of the seeds probably will start to be germinated next week, because it is still a little early for some particular plants I'll be growing. But I will say today's plan is going to be just kind of seeing what kind of seeds I have and kind of planning everything out with what will grow, what will start next week, what will start maybe this weekend. Just try to think of a plan for all those plants and try to think of where everything will go in the garden. So before we do go ahead and start today's video, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you do not miss our video, and please like this video. Let's go ahead and start today's video. So I'm trying to consider going ahead and starting to finish the ecosystem. I'm tempted. I think I might just let it kind of stay how it is for tonight, and then just go ahead and finish it up tomorrow. But for now, a lot of stuff in here is doing very well. Just kind of like a update. This isn't going to be an informational plant tour, but I kind of want to give an update on really what I've done so far. So those are strawberry bare roots. Now, a lot of these are starting to do pretty well. Well, I've noticed some growth, and here and there as the soil kind of starts to come together a little bit tighter than when we put the stuff in, it just starts to saturate into the cup a little bit more. I slowly keep adding soil on top. Well, coconut coir to be more specific there, but those are doing okay. I did plant them yesterday, so I'm not going to see anything yet. And I will say, good news, I've had so many people comment on what happened to the other 3 strawberries that were on this row. All 3 of those died. Well, they didn't fully. It's like they went into hibernation. They just sensed those type of climates, and they just went to emergency hibernation. So I ended up taking them out of the soil, taking all the soil off, and then put them in more of a hydroponic type of design. Now, obviously, I don't have any hydroponics setups in here whatsoever either. Well, I'm going to take that back. The only thing that's closest to hydroponics in here is these, but theoretically, they're not exactly like it. There's no nutrients in the water. It's just water and the plants growing. So there's that. But I will say, check that out. They are starting to grow. Well, that is so incredibly exciting. I might actually have to do another video talking about that, because I was actually not aware they started blooming. Well, that's awesome. So there's that, and that's interesting because these haven't started to flower yet. So yeah, that's absolutely incredible. So just kind of where I was going there is a lot of stuff we have started to do, and kind of like an update. Pretty much every single thing I've ever grown in here I want to have feature in the garden. A lot of the strawberries I'm already growing the seeds probably won't go outside. These are just not big enough to really withstand that type of nature, especially those really harsh summers we get. We have rosemary and lavender. We've actually just planted those, and I picked up those blueberry plants right there. Those will be very exciting. But I don't, kind of what I was saying a second ago, I'm not having any plans on planting anything today. Plus, I'm kind of running out of room, and I really need to kind of think a little bit more and make some room for stuff that needs a lot more time. So I will be starting the pumpkins indoors this year, and I have so many pumpkins. I have big pumpkins, and if you guys know what my favorite pumpkin is, it's actually got to be one of the Jack P. Littles and the Jack-o'-lantern. I'm just a classic type of guy. I really just like those classic pumpkins, and just all of them are really cool. We actually had a really bad season last year from that, and I really want this to be a better year. The only problem was when we planted all the seeds, they just wouldn't sprout. Either it could have been bad seeds, which is a possibility, but just whatever happens this year happens, and that's kind of the plan with that. I do have intentions on possibly growing broccoli, so I'll most likely start that indoors too. And to be honest, broccoli probably should be going out this week, theoretically. I do want to grow a lot of things too. So I have, oh, this one's a lot more full than I thought it was. I have bunching onions. That is definitely going in the garden. So I'll be growing that eventually. Beet will definitely be there if I can even grab onto the package. I have asparagus, and that'll definitely be it. And that's pretty much all for that one. I have bigger carrots too, and at the very bottom, that I just couldn't get to at that, with just one hand. So there's that. But I will say there's so many plants that I really do want to work with. I want to work with a ton of herbs too in this garden, and I've spearmint. That would probably be a pretty good one. I have a lot of basil, and for some reason I really never used much of these. So the ones I'm starting to buy stuff in bulk, and it's a lot cheaper. This kind of looks like a medicine bottle, but this is basil seeds. It does. I am a little bit surprised that's how they kind of shipped the seeds in, because it just looks weird, but it's whatever. I do have bulk seeds of these, so I don't really see the point in using those seeds anymore, but I'll probably use those in the garden this year. I have a ton of corn, 3 different types, or maybe 4. Nope, 3. So those are good. These containers really suck to have to get back in. From what I remember, I think I had 2. Yep, I have big tomatoes, and those are really recommended, and I have cherry tomatoes right there. Let's go ahead and put those back in. And then I have 3 different types of just peppers. Normal, red, and I think yellow. Yep, mini yellow bell pepper. Ooh, I can't talk there. And then I think that's pretty much all for that area. But the other bin, this one's really full of stuff. I think pretty much everything is in this is lemongrass. We have beans too. I do have intentions in growing that one also. Nothing in there. I actually just ordered these too, so I'm gonna go grab the tripod really quick so I can show you guys with both hands. So I have a lot of flowers. I really do want to go a lot more into flowers this season and possibly sell some. Also, talking about selling, I am going to be talking a lot more about Go Forth Farms and a lot more about that idea, but kind of just talking about these ones. Also, I'll be talking about that and the informational plant tour we'll be posting about 2 hours after this video posts, and possibly a name change in there too. So we have Impatience, that 4 o'clock. Snapdragon, I do think that one looks really, really cool, and I'm very, very excited to do that. I'm not even going to pronounce that because it's not going to sound right. Then we have 2 different sunflowers, a dwarf kind, and we have like the full mammoth type of one, and then we have Cosmos, and then we have Zinnias, and those are great, great, great cut flowers. Let me go ahead and put these back really quick, and then I have even more. So these are from one of my favorite places. If you guys need any recommendations for places to get seeds, I strongly recommend checking out just a lot of places. A lot of places do have great ones. Burpee is a big one. I've always loved Burpee. I have 2 more different types of sunflowers, and I have giant zinnias, marigolds. What just happened there? Looks like the seeds are actually open backwards, so I just dumped pretty much all those seeds on the floor. I have sunflowers, even more. And then here we go. This is the reason why they were upside down. They're put at the bottom, I don't know why. Cosmos, daisies, and then California poppy seeds. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and pick up those seeds. And then I'm going to talk about some other seeds too, and some places that I really do recommend getting seeds from. And I will say, if you don't want to buy online, which I totally get it, a place I really do recommend getting seeds is from Fairy Morse, and I really do recommend those because I've used those I just get those seeds from Lowe's pretty often, and they're pretty high quality seeds. Germination wise, I've not really had any problems. They are a little bit expensive but they're a great thing if you're planning to do some small scale farming. So this is my bulk area. When it comes to buying bulk seeds, or for me, if I'm buying seeds online, my go-to place is True Leaf Market. They have pretty much everything I really need to be a successful farmer and grow really high quality plants. They have microgreens, a huge selection of herbs, flowers, vegetables. They just have so many great options, and when it comes to buying stuff in bulk, True Leaf is a lot of people's go-to place. They have really cheap seeds for bulk, and I actually got a huge bag of cilantro seeds that, to be honest, I don't even know why I really bought that many, because just check out how many seeds are actually in this. There's just so many. To be honest, I didn't really think I'd get that many seeds, but they do last for years, which is really great. It's not like you have to plant them all right now and then it's done, but that'll come in really handy once I do start that business, which I'll be talking about later in today's video, which is theoretically the next video, I guess. But just talking about all the stuff I have here, I kind of have stuff organized. So bottom shelf, I have, well, bottom shelf, I have bulk that does not fill on the shelf. So I think those are microgreen pea shoots, then cilantro, obviously, and then we have more microgreens right here. So we have sunflowers, spicy salad mix, which is really good, basic salad mix, and then broccoli. And I will say, basic salad mix and broccoli probably smell the worst out of both of them. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of microgreens. I still think they're pretty fine, but I will say, if I had the choice to only do one microgreen, I'd probably go with spicy, just because it just gives the most for that. Then I have a ton of lettuce. When I say I have a ton, I have a ton of lettuce. So just kind of going through this really quick, I have Butter Crunch, which actually has not been doing that great lately. Then I have Red Ruby, Grand Lettuce, Gourmet Mixture Lettuce, Oak Leaf, Tango Leaf, Salad Bowl, more Oak Leaf, and that's a big bulk bag, and that'll really come in handy later on. Then I have a ton of stuff over here. I have 2 things of peas, and those will be soaked before they go outside too, but germination wise, they will be germinating outside. We have smaller bulk right here. These are, I think, 4 ounce sizes, and a lot of these bigger bags are 1 pound, which I do really recommend. I have mustard, oregano, and that's a pretty small one. That's a 1 ounce bag. I will say oregano is a pretty expensive seed to buy in bulk. Finger carrot, cucumber, and then radish. I've never grown radish before, and I really never opened up a lot of those I've actually never really opened. The carrots, pretty much all those those last 3 I talked about, I have not opened up yet, and I've had them for like a few months. Then I have spinach. I really do want to look more into that. Basil, and then parsley. So, that is pretty much going to be the end of the video. We talked about a lot of good plants, and if you guys want any more recommendations, please comment down some seeds that you think are really good. I've worked with a lot of places, and for a lot of different types of seeds, I have different places. I recommend getting flowers at different places than True Leaf, because True Leaf has some great high quality seeds, but me personally, I like to see the picture once they're germinating, and I like to kind of just decide in person. So I really do recommend going to stores for that. And if you guys want any more tips on gardening, and for everyone that's starting their first year on having a small scale garden in their backyard or front yard, wherever, and you guys want any tips on growing stuff, please comment down your questions. I'd love to start a conversation with you guys and give you some great information on how your gardening could be as successful as possible. So yeah, this is gonna be that in the video. So if you guys like these types of videos, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you not miss a video, and please like this video. I just really want to give a second to thank you all so incredibly much for watching today's video and supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we post next. Peace.